Look, Abby's telling us constantly, it's tough out there finding good men. It's really tough. Rebecca thinks she has one. So I was reluctant to do this over the weekend. I'm like, rethink this. I don't want to mess around with it because you found a guy like you really liking. And here we were going into the weekend thinking that we were going to have a listener try to impress this guy for you.
Yes, I had solicited a listener to volunteer to show up on my date with a man that I really like and pretend to recognize me from the Bert Show so that I could impress him. Sorry. And Bert, you were super generous because you observed that I do really like this man.
Yes.
And we're like, you'll still pay for Katie, our listener, to come down and have like a nice weekend with her friends, and I could just go on my date and enjoy it and not have to, potentially sabotage this love life.
Because if it backfires or he finds out that we're using him on the air as content, then he gets ticked off and he doesn't want to see you again. I'm just like, no, let's not even do it.
That was very generous. But I did it. I did it. I had to do it. Okay. I had to do it for two reasons. Number one, Katie, the listener, was so awesome. She was so sweet. She was hyping me up the entire weekend. Her excitement was so infectious. And she was like, we got this, girl. We're going to impress him. You're going to lock him down. And I really wanted to meet her because she was so cool anyway.
So she drives an hour and a half to come up here to help you out.
Yes.
That's so cool.
Okay.
I have friends that wouldn't do that for me.
Right? Yes, my husband wouldn't do that for me.
And then, I'm not a quitter. I had to commit to the bit. So Saturday came around.
I feel like the third reason is also what happened to you Saturday afternoon when we were at the Darty. I feel like you needed a redemption arc.
Oh, talk about that. Yeah, we'll talk about that.
So, continue.
Okay, well, so Saturday came around and we meet up. We drive together to go get pizza, and I am so nervous. I'm more nervous than I was on our first date, and I'm visibly frightened. We're sitting there and I'm dropping silverware and I fling my straw at him on accident and it hits him on the chest, and I'm sighing deeply because I can't catch my breath. And he notices. He's like, this is our fifth date. Are you good? You shouldn't be this nervous anymore. And I was not good. I was so this is all scared. So the setup is in the back of your head that she's going to come by, and that's why I'm not listening to a single thing this man says. I literally, he went to go sit in the seat that was facing the door, and I said, no, get up. You gotta sit there. I didn't even give him a reason. I was just like, no, switch seats with me so I could keep an eagle eye on the door so I could see them when they walked in.
And he didn't even ask why. He was just being accommodating.
He was like, oh, okay, I guess you don't want this. He said something about, you don't want the sun in your face. And I'm like, yeah, for sure. So I get a text from Katie, and she just says, incoming. And I'm like, oh God, it's happening. It's all happening. Right, so don't freak out.
So Katie, you're at this place also?
No, the listener was named Katie.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, that's right.
Yes,
that's right.
It was Katie and Tori, her friend, who came through. And so I see them walk in. And I'm like, okay, you big freak, be cool. Not Katie, me. I'm talking to myself in my head. I'm like, be cool. So they walk up, and I have audio, a little snippet of what that sounded like.
I am so sorry to interrupt. Are you Rebecca? Yes. Yes. Please, I'm so sorry. I've been listening for 17 years. Oh my God. That's really weird. I'm so sorry. Yeah. Oh my God, you're so beautiful.
God, you're so beautiful.
Did I hear that right? She said that she's been listening to you for 17 years?
She said she's been listening for 17 years. I'm like, I've been talking for one.
Your reaction was hilarious. Oh my God. I love how you played it. Yeah.
Oh my God. No, it was so nice. She and her friend came up. She was gushing, but she wasn't over the top. She was like, I love your story. I think you're so cool. It's awesome to meet you. And then her friend asked, her friend asked my date if he would take a photo of us.
Come on.
Yeah, it was so funny. We got up, he took a photo. She's like, actually, that angle is wrong. Can you move your phone? Ordered him around. And he was like so cool about it. It was the funniest thing ever. He was really confused, but he definitely had the spirit. And he was just taking our photos and was like, oh, that's so cool. Like, because they were apologizing. Like, I'm sorry to interrupt your date. And he's like, no, that's totally fine. That's totally fine. So we chatted and they went back and sat down. And I have like a very brief snippet of his reaction.
Yeah, enjoy your day. Thank you.
Wow, that was that's cool. Does it happen a lot?
No, not really, honestly. It's ours.
That's okay. That was fun.
Oh, you being so humble.
It was awkward for me.
No. No, I was trying to play it so cool, and I feel like he was trying to play it so cool too. And I could tell he was semi-impressed, but I also was like, oh, he's going home and Googling me immediately. And then everything I've ever done on the show, Muppets, like crying, everything just flashed through my head. And I was like, this cannot happen. So I confessed.
Oh, you did? No.
I confessed to him. I know.
Rebecca Lancaster. No, this is the smart thing to do because as somebody who's in the same boat as Rebecca, where men, once they find out what you do, Google you immediately, you got to get ahead of it.
As soon as we got back into the car,
Oh my God.
I told him that it was all a setup so that I could impress him on our date. And I after I let him in on the entire thing, I have a recorded debrief of his thoughts.
Rebecca is a lunatic and I'm never talking to her again. Bye. Actually, that was really funny, but please don't do it again. I thought they worked there and then I realized quickly they didn't. And then I was like, oh, she must know them. I knew she worked in morning radio, but I did not know that she was going to get recognized at a restaurant, which was very funny and interesting. And then it was funnier when I found out the truth. Even though I found out from this that she's insane, I do still like her.
Aww. Oh, God.
Oh my God. She's in love. You guys are made for each other.
Right?
Me too. Like giggling and kicking my feet over here.
Now, the funny thing is the next time you guys are out and it really does happen, he's going to go, really? Again?
We're still here.
Yeah. I really wish I would have had the forethought, like on Friday, to make this a prank on you, have her approach you and go, I can't believe you said that about The Hobbit. And then spill a drink all over you.
Oh, my God.
Now, how does this play back to the Darty?
Oh, I feel like we need to make Rebecca a local niche internet micro celebrity because she got so violently humbled on Saturday. So I got invited to this party that was taking place in Buckhead that I went to after Kristen's big Easter brunch on Saturday. And so I was like, oh, Rebecca, she's my one Jewish friend. So she's the only person who's not like hanging out with their family this weekend. Let's go have a party. So we go to Beso in Buckhead and we're hanging out on this rooftop. And we're having a crisp DC, a crisp Diet Coke, and I'm wearing sunglasses and a thick spray tan. So I don't look anything like how I look when you look at the Facebook videos. Like I'm in my hot girl alter ego. But this girl who's about our age comes up to us and goes, "Oh my God, Abby! Like I'm so happy you're here. Like I've been listening to the Bert Show for 15 years. Like it's so cool to have someone young on the show." And I go, "Oh my God, this is a P1. They've been listening for 15 years, and they love the young people on the show." So then I turn to Rebecca and I go, "Look, Rebecca's here too." And then the girl looks at Rebecca and goes, "Okay." And then she turns to me and we have an exchange and then she leaves and I go, "Oh, maybe she doesn't know Rebecca. Maybe she's a P2. Maybe she's a P3. I don't know."
She was confused. She was confused at who I was. And I was like, this is what I deserve. This is the humbling that I need. Right before I pretend that someone recognizes me in public.
God giveth, God taketh away.
The Bert Show.